Welcome, everyone. Welcome back. We had some network issues, so we have to quickly sort that out. Thank you very much for joining us. Welcome back. We had some network issue. We have to quickly sort that out. Thank you very much for joining us. For those of you joining us newly, this is True Lessons in Motion podcast, and I am Michael ABANYE. Today, we are looking at why customers don't buy your products. Why customers don't buy your products. And I quickly shared my slide earlier. We had some network glitch. Thank God we are back now. Now we said that a business without customer is a hobby. A business without a customer is a hobby. Now someone rightly said that customers don't care about how much you know. Customers don't care how much you know or how good your product is, not until they can clearly see how your products or services can benefit them directly. Simply put, customers are self-centered. We are all customers. We are all customers. There is something that you also need to buy from someone that makes you also a customer. Then the question should be, if I have to go and get something that I have to pay for from a particular place, let's say for example a supermarket. If I get there and I buy, let's say for example, a cup of coffee, and I got home and I discovered that the cup of coffee or the tin of coffee that I bought from the supermarket has expired, will I go back to that same place to buy again? No. So customers are naturally self-centered. They care about what is in it for me. So the moment you have that mindset, that will set you apart from the multitude. Customers care about what is in it for me. That's it. A real business exists because customers buy. I have explained that. Customers care about what value am I getting? What is in it for me? Without customers, the idea is only a hobby. The idea is only a hobby. I tell people this a lot. Passion is good. I have passion to do this. I have passion to sing. I have passion to do this business. Question: does it really solve the customer's need? Because an average customer is self-centered. What is the need for me? Let's look at the diagram very quickly. Customers, value, purchase. Customers, value, purchase. A real business exists because customers buy. Customers buy. Without customer, the idea is only a hobby. Customers validate whether the business will work or not. You need to get that very clear. Customers is king. Customer determines if your business will succeed or not. That's why sometimes I've heard some young people who say that I want to start a particular business and I have many family members. And I believe when I start, they will be my first customers, which is good. Now, that is a starting point. The challenge we have is to begin to think because they are your family member, they will keep buying from you. No. If your product or your service you are offering does not solve a solution for them, they may not buy. I've seen this happen a lot of time, and I see young people sometimes will begin to do what's called emotional blackmail. Some business people begin to do, especially to family members and friends. No. People should not buy from you because they want to pity you. Yes, they may want to support you at the beginning, which is good. But you must make sure your product or your service is actually giving solution to their problem. And we have said this in the first day of our live podcast. We talked about doing business right. You need to check out that video. That's the foundation. 7 sectors that most billionaires and multi-millionaires play into. The sectors they are playing in. We have itemized that. You need to check out our video. That will help you a lot to know what value and solution you can actually offer to your customers. So these things are critical, very, very critical. Very, very critical. Now let's go to the other slide. People buy solutions, not products. People buy solutions, not products. I'm excited about this. Now ask yourself, why do we pay doctors? Why? We pay doctors because we are sick. That's why we pay them. We pay doctors because we are sick. And we cannot treat ourselves because we need to go to the clinic to get treated. So the moment you are able to treat yourself, you won't have to go to the clinic and you won't have to pay anybody. So I tell people this, what you don't know is what you pay for. If you know how to treat yourself, you would not need to pay for it. That's it. So we pay doctors because we need to get treated. Why do we pay caterers? Because we are hungry. We have to eat. So they are solving a solution for us. Why do we pay our mechanics? Because we need to fix our cars. We can't do them by ourselves. We can't. So we can't do it, so we have to pay for the services. So you need to think in these areas. What solution is my product or service offering? If you look at the slide there, let's look at the diagram. Problem, solution, customer. Problem, solution, customer. Customers are not looking for products. No. In fact, there are so many products all over. They are looking for solutions to their problems. You must understand that and get that very clear. And businesses grow when real problems are solved. Businesses grow when real problems are solved. So we need to understand these things. So I tell my team members this. People should not come and give us business because they want to help me. It's good. At the beginning, it's good. But when it becomes an habit and becomes a regular pattern, then it's wrong. People should give you business because you are offering them a solution that is solving their problem. I'll give you an example. Why do we pay doctors? Why do we pay caterers? Why do we pay mechanics? Because what? We have to get something for them in exchange for our money. That's how it is. So everybody is buying something from someone or the other. That's how it works. Someone somewhere is buying something from someone. So we pay doctors, we pay caterers, we pay mechanics because we want to solve solution of health, hunger, and car fixing. That's it. So these things are very critical. So you must understand these things. And the moment you have this mindset, it will save you a lot. It will save you a lot. Now let's quickly look at this other slide that talks about pain creates demand. Pain creates demand. I love this. Pain creates demand. Now let me quickly share something with you. Recently, this week precisely, I think that should be about Monday, there was scarcity. That fuel had to jump. For example, for our international audience, fuel is gas that we use for our cars. Have to jump from I think about 850 or 890 to almost 1,000 plus. And diesel has to jump to over 1,400 plus. Now the question is this: we couldn't even get to buy. We We couldn't get to buy. And we needed to put on our plants. We couldn't get to buy. We have the money, but we don't have the product to get it to buy. That is a wonderful pain point. And you know what? The moment we heard a station is selling, one of our team members could be rushed down there to get at a very high price, higher than what is usual, unbudgeted for, unplanned for. But it's a pain point. We have to pay. It's a pain point. We have to pay. So pain creates demand. Just like the first story I'm talking about now. It creates demand. Immediately there was scarcity, and we needed to fix our plant to be able to operate our work for that day. We have to go all out to get at any cost to buy. So we look at the diagram, pain, need, purchase. Pain, need. There's a need for us to get it at all costs, not minding the amount, at all costs. And we have to pay even a high price for it. That is how businesses are built and attract customers. So you must understand, what is the customer pain? Can I offer a solution to that pain? Because their pain is automatically their need. And because the need is a pain point, money must exchange hands, period. The bigger the pain, the stronger the demand. I love this. The bigger the pain, the stronger the demand. Like my case, I shared with you just now. Just this week, fuel scarcity, and we have to pay more. Why? Because the demand is high. The pain is big. We do not mind how much we have to pay as long as we're able to solve that need. Urgent problems create faster buying decisions. Beautiful. Now look at this. Urgent problems create faster buying decisions. This is interesting. Successful businesses solve painful problems. Now let's take a look again at I love to talk about this man a lot. Dangote. Dangote is solving a pain point. What is the pain point? Shelter. We need roof over our head. We need cement. We must buy. The person selling bottled water is solving a pain point. You are thirsty. Just like the way I want to drink my water on this life now. I have to what? Buy the water. Because I'm thirsty. That's it. The person offering knowledge is solving ignorance issues. Because you want to cure your ignorance, you have to pay. So you need to check out our first video in this live session, doing business the right way. So we must understand very clearly, the bigger the pain, the stronger the demand. Urgent problems create faster buying decisions. Successful businesses solve painful problems. So you must understand this concept. And that is how you can attract customers. Because sometimes people complain, customers are not buying. You go for prayer and fast. The prayer and fasting is good. I'm a Christian. But the reality is that you must understand that prayer and fasting will only give you a step. But you must do your part. You can't pray and fast for people to come and buy. It's not Holy Spirit that will come and buy from you. It's human beings like me and you that will buy. So you must understand what is the pain of the customer. And that pain creates demand. That's it. So why are customers not buying? You can begin to see why customers are not buying. So the moment you understand this concept, it will save you a whole lot of headache. It will save you. Because you will not become a value creator, a solution provider, and not someone that is being pitied. No. Businesses is beyond, please help me. Yes, at the beginning it's good. But as you begin to grow, you will understand that people pay for value and not just for products. Your solution or your product must be solving a solution that is a serious pain or a serious need for the customer. I learned this long time ago and it has helped me. And that is when you can actually sit down and determine your price, because you understand what the customer pain is, what their urgent need is, and you have to design products and services to meet that need. And I shared this yesterday. No customer should determine the profit of any business. No. The profit is left for the business owner to decide, because you have your cost, you run your costs. So no profit is big enough. So the moment you understand these things, it will help you a lot. Now, this one is good. Trust drives buying decisions. Trust drives buying decisions. Now, customers buy from businesses they trust. Simply put, there's an adage that says, the devil you know is better than the devil you don't know. Customers buy from businesses they trust. That is why you see some people. In fact, have you too wondered why most of our elderly ones they are used to First Bank, Union Bank, and UBA? It's not their fault. They grow up to know that bank as a standard bank. So tell them to go and back in other of these new generation banks. Most times they are skeptical. They are not beginning to open up. But majority of them prefer First Bank, 100 years plus. Hey, that one I'm safe with that. Union Bank, UBA, good. Many of them are still afraid of the new online banking. They will tell you, I will go to a bank and cash my money. You don't blame them. Why? Because those companies have built trust over time. They have built trust over time. So customers buy from businesses they trust. Trust is built through consistency and value. Trust is built through consistency and value. Now, let me quickly ask you this. As a business person, you that you are doing business, let me talk to people that just started business. Now, you start up your business. The first month you are there. The second month you are there. But by the third month, sales is not forthcoming as you expected it. Then the zeal begin to wind down. You are no longer consistent. You feel, look, I have to waste my transport, waste my time to go and sit down in that shop, and at the end of the day, no sales. No. I tell you, before any business, most times will begin to have a faith lift or a lift in business. Give that business minimum at least a year. That's why I said yesterday, we celebrate success too early. We celebrate success too early. So you must be consistent. Whether it works, whether it does not work, just keep at it. Most times, people that are passing by, that are driving by, they are observing you. They are observing you. They are observing. It will get to a time it will not stick to their mind. I have someone on my street, or I have someone close to my house that's actually offering this thing. No need for me to buy from my office side. Let me just come close to the house and buy. Why? Because you are consistent. Just imagine the day the customer now decides to come drive down to your office to buy that product and service, and you are frustrated that I won't go today, and you did not show up. You have lost that customer. It won't come back. I've seen this happen. It won't come back. Why? Because you have built trust that he have seen you several times when he's driving past. He now made up his mind, let me come and patronize this person today. And that same day, you did not open. He won't come. So customers buy from businesses that they can trust. And trust is built through consistency and value creation. Value creation is built. So please, you must understand. So most of when I see people starting businesses and they are not getting the kind of income they want, and they are not discouraged, they say, look, this thing is not working. It's not working. All my work. No. There's a place for planting. There's a place for planting. You know, one of the things I used to tell my teammates, especially in our MAI team, I tell most of the time my editor, I say, look, Paul planted, Apollos water, but it is God that gives the increase. Your part is to be consistent. Then let God give the increase. That's it. So consistency is key. Because most times customers don't buy. It's not because customers are not buying, but customers are actually observing you to see your level of consistency. Nobody wants to buy a product or service from someone that he or she cannot trust. Simple. That is why most of the time, when customers have been patronizing for over a period of long time, and you are consistent and you keep evolving, they find it difficult to leave. I've seen it happen even in my own business. Even when your price keeps going up and up, they keep finding it difficult to leave. Why? Because it's not because they cannot get it cheaper, but because you have built trust, value, and consistency over time. So, to you, my audience today, I need to ask you, check yourself. This may just be the reason why customers are not buying. So trust, consistency, because consistency is what builds trust. How consistent are you? Are you the type that when there is no sales as you expect, you give up and you said it's not working? It will work. Just be consistent and make sure you are offering value. Make sure you are offering value. Without trust, sales become difficult. That's the truth. Without trust, sales become difficult. I'll give you an example. Most elderly people today would not, most times, do banking with all this online banking or with this, mostly this new generation banks. Why? Because they are afraid. And you don't blame them. But because they are used to First Bank, Union Bank, UBA, these people, they are the ones they knew when they were growing up, and those ones have built trust over time. They stick to them. That's it. They are not interested in your telling them the online banking. In fact, I know of one of my mentors, though a very multi-millionaire, he does not use app on his phone. He said, no, Mike, I'm not interested in that. No, I'll go to the bank myself. He's a multi-millionaire. He doesn't use app. Why? Because he has built trust that if I go to my bank, the way it was from the beginning, so shall it be. He will go there and take a teller and fill his slip and withdraw his money. He's comfortable. He's seeing his card. He will count it. Hey, my money complete. So these things are critical. It's critical, very critical. So without trust, sales become difficult. So we need to get this very clear. Without trust, sales become difficult. Without trust, sales become difficult. These things are very, 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 very vital. So we need to get this very clear. Now, let me share another slide with you. I'm excited already. I don't know about you. Distribution beats products. Distribution beats products. Now, let's quickly look at the diagram together. Products, distribution, customers. Products, distribution, customers. Great products fail without distribution. Distribution determines who sees the offer. That is why you need to go and check out our video, Very Dark Man Strategy. 5 lessons every entrepreneur should learn and how to attract your first 10 paying customers. This is very, very helpful. It is one of our best videos, and we have got tremendous testimonies. Why? Distribution determines who sees the offer. Now, you that you are selling your product and service, I needed to ask you this question. How many times have you posted your product or your service on your WhatsApp status? How many times have you posted your product and your services on your Facebook page? The truth is this. Most of these apps many of us are using, especially in Africa, they are business platforms. They are not free. That is why you see that most times when they tell you get this for free and this is the paid price, the paid version, the paid version is always more better than the free plan. Why? Because it's business. So you must post your product or your services on your WhatsApp status, on your Facebook page, on your Instagram page, even send it to people as a broadcast on your group, most especially on the groups you belong. You can never tell who will buy, because distribution determines who sees the offer. Who sees it may not buy, but may actually help you to what? Forward it to somebody that may actually buy. That's the truth. Even if they don't buy it now. Now let me shock you. Now, we started business in one of our branches and we did adverts there. Over 30 companies we gave letters to. You know the shocking thing? Nobody called us. Not until after 1 year. For we got about 2 calls from the companies we sent letters to. Yeah. I know the funny, and I told the team, I said, look, this thing you are enjoying in this branch now, this customer that people have now, is not people that got these people. It is as a result of the work we have done over a year ago. So distribution determines who sees the offer. So you must position yourself well, so that people can clearly see your products and your services. You must position yourself properly, so that people can clearly see your product and your services. Because out of sight is out of mind. Out of sight is out of mind. Out of sight is out of mind. You must understand this thing. When people see, they will always remember and want to purchase when the need arises. And that's why you see that our advertising agencies are making so much money. Why? On TVs. What you see every day, hear every day, you don't have any choice. It will become part of you. And when you need to buy a product and service, you always remember what you always see, what you always hear. So what you see, you will always remember when the need arises for you to make a purchase. So we must position ourselves, advertise our products in a distribution channel like WhatsApp status, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, where people can actually see our product and services. Even as simple as sharing flyer. These things are powerful tools. Don't forget, the best form of marketing till tomorrow is still the word of mouth market. What do I mean? Marketing in a way that when a customer is happy about your products and services, they will actually tell their friends. That's the best form of marketing. When they are happy, they tell their friends. But when they are dissatisfied, most times a dissatisfied customer will tell 20 customers. But a satisfied customer, most times will tell 3 or maximum 5. So you must position yourself in such a way that people that need your offering can actually get to see you and locate you easily. Businesses grow when more people see the solution. Why does the laundry and dry cleaning industry business is making money? It's one of the very, very lucrative business in Nigeria. I know sometimes people call them washerman, but sometimes I laugh at people when they call it. These people, especially the ones that are really organized. There's money in the industry. Why? Because they solve convenience problem for people. You want to look good. It's convenience. So you must understand. So businesses grow when more people see the solution. When they see that you are giving them a solution, they are willing to pay any price for it as far as you can meet their needs. So these things is critical. As long as you can meet their need, they are willing to pay any amount. So maybe if you stay tuned to the end of maybe on Sunday, by God, we'll be sharing about 10 businesses that you can actually start that are very lucrative in this 2026. That will be a bonus. It's not part of our plan, but we're going to do that. 10 businesses you can start in 2026 that is highly lucrative and in high demand. So we're going to do that. So let me look at our next slide. Here, distribution beats product. We have actually talked about that. Then look at our summary for today, which is number 7. Now, this is the customer reality framework. The customer reality framework. If you look at it here, this is our summary for today. A business without customers is a hobby. A business without customers is a hobby. People buy solutions, not products. You need to understand these things. My story recently, Mondays, pain creates demand. Pain creates demand. People will go all out to solve their pain and their need. Trust drives buying decisions. Trust drives buying decisions. Distribution beats products. Distribution beats products. Now here, businesses grow when they solve real problems, build trust, create strong and distribute them to the right customers. Businesses grow when they solve real problems, build trust, create strong and distribute them to the right customers. These things are very, very crucial. So I want to believe that you now see why customers are not buying. It's not because there's a winch anywhere. No. It's just that if you know what they know, as I always say, you will achieve the same results. So we need to quickly understand these things. The customer reality framework says people buy solutions, not products. That is established. So if you are into any business, ask yourself, what pain is my business or my product and services actually offering? What pain is it offering? You must be clear on it. Trust drives buying decisions. We have made it clear that you need to be consistent at what you do. Be consistent in your business. In due season, it will pay off. That's why I gave an illustration using a Bible reference that Paul planted, Apollos water, but it is God that gives the increase. So you must keep at it. Distribution beats product. So you must position yourself properly and position yourself rightly for you to be able to what? Attract the right set of customers. I'm excited for today's teaching. I don't know about you, but I know this will help someone out there. So I want to encourage us to share this to as many people that need this information. This masterclass is given for free because we believe in lifting people up. This may be free, but it costs us money to do this. So share this to as many people that need this. This may just be helping someone out there that truly need this information. And don't forget to like this, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you have not, so you can get the latest edition. We are into building entrepreneurs, dream chasers, and entrepreneurs. Our constituency is about what? Mindset shifts, leadership, wealth creation, and self-development. Is a platform that will actually what? Increase you and make you better. I'm excited to have you here today. Thank you very much for joining us. Never forget, no one lives long enough to make all the mistakes. We learn from those ahead. I remain your humble boy, Michael ABANYE. Do have a blessed day. And don't forget,